Hello and welcome to this episode about COTA's TSR service changes. I'm Tape City, and if you don't know who I am in the Columbus, Ohio area, my name is Chris. The purpose of this series is to help inform people in the Columbus, Ohio area about the TSR service changes COTA will do on May 1st, 2017. On May 1st, 2017, COTA will do their transit system redesign, which is a complete redesign of the bus system in Columbus. These changes will consist of many changes to most existing routes. There will be some new bus routes. Some existing bus routes will be combined together to form a new route, while others are split up into two separate routes. A few routes will also be discontinued altogether. In this episode, I will be covering routes 64 to 68, which are express routes. If you want to find out what is happening with the local routes, links to the videos covering local routes will be in the video description. Videos about the crosstown bus routes are coming soon, so stay tuned for those. In this example, I drew a straight line to represent a bus route. If I highlight a part of the route in green, that means there will be no changes for that part of the route. If I highlight a part of the route in yellow, this means that a different bus route will be servicing that part of the route starting May 1st, and I will then refer to the new bus route. And since express routes are printed in red, I can't use red as a result, so if I highlight a part of an express route in blue, this means that part of the route is being discontinued, and I will then refer to any nearby routes if there are any nearby. In this episode, I will be covering routes 64 to 68, and they are the Grove City Express, the South Park Reverse Commute Express, the East Hilliard Express, and the Hilliard Westbelt Express. I will say right now, 2 express routes will be discontinued in this episode. Also, before I start going over the bus lines, I should note that I will not highlight the downtown part of the express routes, as the downtown alignment is going to change for most local and express routes. I will also not highlight any part of an express route that travels on the interstate, as there are no bus stops on the interstates. We will start off with the Grove City Express, and here is what the route looks like today. The route starts off downtown and travels southwest on I-71 to Springtown Road. From there, the bus will travel west on Springtown Road to the Grove City Park and Ride. The route ends at Grove City Park and Ride and connects up with the South Park Reverse Commute Express. I got good news for people who use this express route, and that is there will be no changes to this bus route on May 1st. However, the route number will change from 64 to 61, and it will be combined with the South Park Express. If you want to see what the bus route will look like, I will show you after I go over the South Park Express. We will now take a look at the South Park Reverse Commute Express, and here is what the route looks like. The bus route is a carbon copy of the Grove City Express with 3 differences. The alignment is slightly different downtown. There is a branch of the route that travels north on Nats Road to the South Park Industrial Complex. And last but not least, this route is a reverse commute route. This route will connect up with the Grove City Express at the Grove City Park and Ride. I got good news for people who use this express route, and that is there will be no changes to this bus route on May 1st. However, the route number will change from 64 to 61, and it will be combined with the Grove City Express. And here is what the route will look like. As you can see, both routes are combined and both will travel to Grove City Park and Ride. The dotted line you see is the branch of the reverse commute that travels to the South Park Industrial Complex. Next up is the East Hilliard Express, and here is what the route looks like today. The bus route starts downtown and travels west on I-670 and I-70 to get to I-270. When the bus reaches I-270, the bus will turn north onto I-270 and travel north to Cemetery Road. When the bus reaches Cemetery Road, the bus will then travel to the Hilliard Park and Ride. After stopping at the Park and Ride, the bus will then travel west on Cemetery Road to Main Street. The bus will then turn north onto Main Street and north on Avery Road to Davidson Road. The bus will turn east onto Davidson Road, and the route will end at Davidson Road and Crystal Lake Drive. From Davidson Road and Crystal Lake Drive to Main Street and Cemetery Road, that part of the route is being discontinued. From Cemetery Road and Main Street to the Hilliard Park and Ride, that part of the route will be dropped from the East Hilliard Express and given to the Hilliard Express. If you want to know what the East Hilliard Express will look like on May 1st, unfortunately this bus route is being discontinued. Finally, we will take a look at the Hilliard Westbelt Express, and here is what the route looks like today. The route is likely one of the most complicated, if not the most complicated express route in COTA's system. Well, at least in my opinion. There is only one trip going to and from downtown in this route, and the bus doesn't even take the same route leaving downtown as it does to go downtown. The bus that goes downtown starts off at the Hilliard Park and Ride and travels south on I-270 to Roberts Road. The bus gets off at I-270 and Roberts Road and travels to Westbelt Drive. The bus turns onto Westbelt Drive and heads south to Trabue Road. The bus will then turn east onto Trabue Road and travel to Hague Avenue. Once the bus reaches Hague Avenue, the bus will turn onto and head southeast on Hague Avenue and I-70 to Broad Street. The bus will then turn onto Broad Street and head east to downtown. The bus that leaves downtown will travel west on Broad Street to I-70. The bus will then turn onto I-70 and travel northwest to Hague Avenue. The bus will get off at I-70 and Hague Avenue and travel northwest on Hague Avenue to Trabue Road. The bus will then turn west onto Trabue Road and head to Wilson Road. When the bus reaches Wilson Road, it will turn north onto Wilson Road and travel to Roberts Road. The bus will then turn west onto Roberts Road and travel to Walcott Road. The bus will then travel north on Walcott and Leap Roads to Cemetery Road. Finally, the bus will turn west onto Cemetery Road and travel to the Hilliard United Methodist Church Park and Ride. From Hilliard United Methodist Church Park and Ride to Cemetery and Leap Roads, that part of the route will be dropped from the Hilliard Westbelt Express and instead will be serviced by the Hilliard Express. From Cemetery Road and Leap Road to Trabue Road and Wilson Road, that part of the route is being discontinued. Bus stops along Trabue Road are being dropped from the Hilliard Westbelt Express, and you will have to use the West 5th Avenue local. From Trabue Road and Hague Avenue to West Broad Street, that part of the route is being discontinued. Bus stops along West Broad Street are being dropped from the Hilliard Westbelt Express, and you will have to use the West Broad Street local. The Hilliard Park and Ride will be dropped from the Hilliard Westbelt Express, and it will be covered instead by the Hilliard Express. Finally, stops on Westbelt Drive are being discontinued. If you're wondering what the bus route will look like on May 1st, unfortunately, this bus route is being discontinued. In the next episode, I will be covering routes 80 to 82, so stay tuned. If you want to see other episodes about COTA's TSR service changes, I will leave links in the video description. If you like what I'm posting, please leave a like or even subscribe to see when the next TSR videos will come out. I also post Halo Custom Edition videos and Minecraft videos, as well as some bus videos about some of COTA's retired or soon-to-be retired buses. And I occasionally post other random stuff too. My name is Tape City, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.